Well, hello there, ladies and gentlemen. You're back with Deck, and today we're playing some more Astroneer. So, last episode, we got all the magic mushrooms that we needed, and we got all the, Astronium that we needed on the episode before. And then between episodes, I've been practicing something, because it's something that I'm not good at. Normally when it comes down to logic circuits and stuff like that, I'm absolutely useless at them. But I wanted to try and get this train thing to work properly. So, you may notice there's a junction that splits off here that wraps around the edge of my base and comes across this way with just one of these doodahs sat on there, the railway cart. So I wanted to automate that, and from what I could find, is it a dude called The Last Midnight on YouTube that does Astroneer tutorials and stuff like that. It's quite simple, really. You want one of these storage sensors. Let's just take this off for a second. You want one of these storage sensors, and you want to set this. You can hold F to cycle through the modes. We want it to be mode full or empty. I want it to either be full or empty. I don't want anything in between to activate it. And then you want a proximity repeater, because this is going to activate whatever it's in the proximity of it. So as you can see at the minute, the only things that are active there are the actual train itself and the train station. So if we put that on there and activate it the first time, obviously it will get sent away from there because there's nothing set. Well, there's nothing in there for it to collect. This is going to go down into the depths. Now, what we've got down in the depths, without going down and actually showing you, remember the auto extractor that I dropped over there on the resin? Well, actually, I do need to go and show you that. Yeah, that's down there. And I've now automated getting us some zinc, which we've been needing for the buttons. The only problem is I'm now pretty much full on zinc, so anything else that we get extra to this is going onto the side play over here. I really want to redo all of my storage, and I kind of want to redo it from this rail station being the main point of it, because what we're going to do, and what I've currently got set up here, when the train comes back up, it will drop off whatever it's carrying right here. The auto arm will move it from the station to the sorting pad that we've got, which will then sort it between all of this. The way that I want to redo my my sorting is so that this one arm can't pull off things that aren't going to be smelted. We're not doing this episode, by the way. I want to try something else this episode, a different tutorial that I've watched as well. From the... Just one second. One Last Midnight is the YouTuber's name. I've still got him tabbed up, just so I could, give credit where credit's due. I don't want the gases over here. If I replace this gas on the top left there with Astronium, just make sure my face isn't in the way. If I replace this one over here with Astronium, which I do currently have in that storage container back there, we only need 1, 2 of these, and then the third one can be this one, which would be right there. But I want this to sort from here, so we'd have this sorting that side like it is. We'd then have it sorting this way into its own little storage containers for the raw resources, which would go there and there. Kind of like the ones that we've got set up but not finished off. These tables that are on the outside. Yeah, these would come to the inside of this semicircle right here. I could actually do this now, but I don't really want to. And from them storage containers, it would then go out to smelters, and then it would go out to the final products. Because then we wouldn't have this problem, like say, where this one's just going to keep pulling things off that it doesn't need to. I've also thought a way of using the storage sensors to stop it. So say we are full on zinc. This is a good example, actually. If we're full on zinc, and this is on the outer ring, if we set a storage sensor up and set it to when it's full send a signal, we can then link that back to the arm that moves the raw version of the zinc. What is raw? Yeah. We can set the sensor to go to the arm that's moving the sulfurite to the furnace and turn that off if this storage is full. That way it won't smelt any excess sulfurite, and then we won't need this. We're not trying that this episode, though, because I want to try something else this episode. And it involves power switches and power sensors. which I'm a little nervous about doing this. But again, this is another one of the tutorials from One Last Midnight. If you'd like to go check them out on YouTube, this train should be coming back up sometime soon. By the way, you can make these faster by having actual trains on the front of it, but I'm just leaving it running for now because I've already got enough as it is. I mean, I kind of want cart on rails. It's this one right here. Let's take this cart off because we've kind of done with this for now. And we can use these trains for something else. And we don't really need this station being connected to all of this anymore. So let's turn this to go like... I guess that's as good as it's going to get. Right there. Let's just leave that focusing that way for now. Am I going to be able to do this nicely with the fact that I've got a gigantic hole here? I should be able to. Let me just get a little bit of soil. Also, I started flattening over here just in case I wanted to expand the base out that way, but I'm not sure yet. Yeah, let me just get some extra soil. I've got a soil canister on me, haven't I? Yeah. What's with the holes down here? I didn't dig those. Oh, we're digging through into a cave down here. Fair enough. So, one of the problems I was having myself was making it so that we could have multiple trains on one line. Again, these are problems that I've encountered off camera. You won't have seen me deal with them on camera, but hopefully I've kind of oh, well, I've got one more thing to explain about the train stations. Is that the train coming back up? Yep, the train's just dropped off. As you can see, it's moving things across and smelting them. And then this is all just going to jam up because I've got too much zinc there. What you want to do with the stations, so this is the unloading one. You don't want to have it stopping any of the cars. You want it to unload stopped cars. So then when it gets here, it will immediately unload it. And it will then, yeah, do what it's been doing, transferring it all across. For the one down at the bottom, you want this to be load stop cars, obviously, because we're loading at that loading station. We're unloading at this unloading station. Yeah, as you can see, we're kind of full up on zinc now. So that's going to jam up one of our furnaces. That's why I want to stop the train the next time it comes up. And in actual fact, I can stop the train quite easily by just turning this like that. Right. Let me see if I can recreate what I've seen. I should be able to. It's a fairly simple design, and yes, I know we're eating into where our base is nice and... Well, actually, can't we go this way? We can go this way. Let's flatten it out this way instead. Really, it should be flattened out to this height. There we go. So, we are going to need 4 power switches. You're going to have to bear with me for this, because I've not done this before, and again, it's logic. I hate logic. By the way, these little nodules up and down here, if you press up and down, you move through the categories quicker. Which one was it? A power switch. We're going to need 4 of them, so I need 4 copper. 1, 2, 3, 4. These should build, like, nearly instantly. Right. There we have these. I'll try and explain these to the best of my ability, but I might not be the one you want to watch for a tutorial on this sort of thing. I'm not that well versed in it. Then we want the power sensors. So I'm going to need 2 power sensors. So I need 2 copper, 2 zinc. Convenient, we've got loads of zinc. We've also got loads of copper. And you need that one right there. And another one like that. You come across this way. Like I say, I'm just recreating what I've seen. And what this is going to do say we've got another train coming from this direction, which is the way I'm going to be building my next train. So I want resin coming in automatically, and probably components, but we'll get to that when we get to that. It's going to change the track depending on which way a train comes in. Pretty advanced for me, but we'll see how this works out, won't we? So as far as I know, yeah. Anyway, we'll just test it. We'll just see. We'll test it out. Right. I need some resin now. Let's drop off our other things across this way. So there's the other power sensor. Here are the power switches. I'm probably going to need power extenders as well. I'd rather not sit and watch the tutorial again while I'm doing it, but I think they're done on this one. Yeah, we need a medium platform. Well, we need 2 medium platforms. Let's get some resin. Yeah, I'm running out of stuff over this way. This is why I want to set some more train stations up. Give me one of them. And not that one. This one. We need one of the small ones as well, and we need another one of these big ones. I hope to God I can set this up right. Like I say, I've watched a tutorial. I should be able to recreate it. If not, then what the hell am I doing? Just move these a little bit further back. I want this somewhat nice and close. You come across here. We're basically going to be making an AND switch or an AND gate. I can't remember if it's a gate or a switch. Again, I'm not that good with logic stuff. Leave me alone. I'm just trying something for once. I'm trying to learn, and I'm trying to teach you guys the knowledge that I have learned. Right. This is the setup that he goes with. Lock, lock, lock. We're also going to need some form of power. I did read in the comments that you can actually use a small battery that's got charge in it because you don't actually use any power with this. But in his video he uses an RTG. Oh yeah, you can see the train there is waiting. I'm just going to reverse your direction for a minute, sorry. Go away for a minute. So we're going to want switch, switch, woo, switch, switch. I want them all the same way around. Don't. No. Then you can go there. You can go there. So we basically want it to be that if both of these are switched on, then that rail will be running, if that makes any sense. I'm just going to take... Oh, no, we're not going to do that. I'm going to take that one off there for a minute. I'm going to take that one off there for a minute. We want to connect this platform to that switch, this platform to that switch. I am right in saying it's a switch. We then want to connect this platform to this switch, this platform to this switch, and then you can put these back on and make them look neater. Then what do we do from there? Oh, no. We want this to make to check to see if there's power going through it. Oh no, am I going to have to come out and watch the tutorial again for a minute? I think this then goes to the platform. Yeah, this goes to the platform. No, don't pick that up. That goes to the platform. And power gained or power loss? Power gained, power loss. I think it's power gained or power loss. Doesn't this just connect to the platform? I know it's something to do... Well, there's actually nothing we can pull off of there, so it's got to be to do with this. So we want to pull this off from there. Let's create a segment there. I think it's the ones on the left-hand side from the left-hand side. So one there and one there. And that's going to go into this one. We want to branch this from there, and that's going to go into that one. Apologies if I've got this wrong. We're going to see very shortly if I've got this wrong. Create segment. You remember when I was asking how to use segments and stuff the other episode? I'm glad I've found some sort of use. And then that goes into there, I think. And then from this one, we're going to do it at a slightly different thing. Line. This one goes there. Create segment there. Create segment there. This one goes into that one. Branch this one off, and this one goes into that one. Branch this one off, and this one is going to go into... Create a segment there. Create a segment there. Create a segment there. Is it meant to go to that one, or is it meant to go to that one? That's the bit that I'm forgetting, or not understanding, I guess. We need the train to come back up to see if it actually works now. I don't see why it would work, because I'm sure I'm meant to do something with this. You know what? I could always put another rail segment down this way. This is why I don't do tutorials. I don't know this stuff in depth enough to be able to give you plausible tutorials. No, don't do that. Right, you're going to come off in this direction. Because the resin is over in that direction. Right, can I just take one of these rail carts for a minute? And can we cycle that? See, why will this work? It won't work at the minute. Wait a minute, I know what part I've missed. This is what I need the segments for. Create segment, and then I'm sure this just attaches straight to the thing. Because when this gets turned on, it powers the medium platform, doesn't it? Yeah, I've still got my jetpack on. Give me this. Create a segment. Create a segment and attach it to this one. I want that train to come back up. Although it's not going to come back up, is it? Because it's still going to have a full inventory, so I've basically broke my train for a minute. And by the way, if I take this off of here, put it there, rail post item, put that up there, C will drop one of these automatically. Like that. There is a way to do it that's easier than the way I was doing it. So if we put this over this way, let's just swap that for now. Please work. That's going to go the wrong way. And then when it passes through here, it should turn that on in the wrong direction. That's not what I wanted. Maybe I need to connect this one to this back segment. There's clearly 3 of them, so I need to connect it to the right ones. 1 second. We will get this. Can you go this way? God damn it, Felicia. Come on, work. Work for me, please. That did nothing. So I've clearly got it going to the wrong one. Well, how about then? How about this one? What happens when this one comes up this way? Nope, don't go that way. That one works correctly. Wait a minute, why is that still getting power? I need to make this a little bit simpler for a bit, don't I? You get over here. Unfortunately, I need to break my track for a minute. Just so we can test this without the trains keep going all the way to the bottom. I need some delay things, don't I? Just so I can test this. At the minute, there's power going to this way still. Oh, Jesus. I broke it. It's meant to go like that. And it's meant to go like that. So why have these ended up backwards? Oh, that worked. Wait a second. If I got these in the wrong order, I think I should be connecting these the other way around. So let's try one on here. No, you clan. And then that breaks it again. Right, clearly I don't know what I'm doing. This is on this track still. I wonder if that's what's breaking it. Will you stop? Get off. Behave. Turn it all off. Only that one should be on. I think I'm probably just doing this bit the wrong way around. Let's do it this way around instead. If it doesn't work this time, I am going to literally cut from my video and go and sort this all out. Remove segment. Nope. Branch. Go there. And then this one. We don't need this segment this side. Branch. Create segment. I'm sure it's got to be this one. Surely. No, because we want to be making it to go straight. So that's got to be this back piece, right? Right, I took both trains off there, didn't I? So if we've got one coming up here, it should turn it so that it goes towards the station. That didn't do anything. So have I got that plugged into the wrong one? Quite possibly. Take that off a minute. Do that like that. Let's see if this one works. Right, now I've broke all of it. Right, screw it. I'll be back in 1 minute. Right. I think I know what I'm doing now. I'd got what I needed to do backwards. So the setup on here was correct. You go from here to the power switch. You go from this power switch to that power switch. You go from this power switch to the platform. Same on the other side. So you go from the platform to the switch, from the switch to the switch, from the switch to the platform. Where I'd messed up, these power sensors need to go into the junctions that you want to turn on. So this side comes into this junction. This power sensor comes into this junction. So if I have a train come up, oh, and then you want to go from the rail posts up this way, and then I've gone through here. And if you're coming from the left side, you want it to go into the first one on the left and the first one on the left. The rail signal from that side comes from this way, goes into the first one on the right and the first one on the right. Originally, I did have this power sensor plugged into this post right here, but that's not correct for this setup. I need it to go into this one to make it a straight line. If it was coming in this way and this way, I think, maybe if my setup was different, it would need to be set up different. I'm not explaining this very well, am I? But I can show you now. Right, so this comes in, flips the switch. That's not really a good test because we've already got this way open. We need to send it back out so that it shuts the switch back off. This would be easier if I used delay timers. Should I just make a couple of delay timers so I can show you what they're like? And then proximity activators. 1 minute. Let's make those, and then I can automate these carts keep going backwards and forwards rather than me keep doing this. Is it a delay repeater? I think it's 2 delay repeaters I'm going to need. Zinc me, zinc me. Oh, let's try them either way. Ah, get off. Pick them up. No, I don't want. Get. Surely that'll break if I get too far away anyway. Good. I was only trying to show you what I'd done off camera and I can't do it. Right. Let's try putting this delay repeater. Oh, it's got to be activated as well, hasn't it? We need the proximity ones as well. Because the proximity one's going to be the one that sets it off. That doesn't seem correct. I'm sure I need a sensor. I don't think this is going to sit on top of that. Although, maybe it will. 1 minute. Just pick it up. Trying out something else in there as well. This is just a disaster of an episode. I'm willing to admit that. Let's have this on a cycle of... I keep clicking on the wrong thing. 25 seconds. Then if I press this... Wait, let's set the other one up as well. I need another proximity one. We need to have them alternating, if we can. I'm going to need another zinc. It's a good job I've got a load of zinc lying around, isn't it? Give me another proximity repeater. I'm very bad at the logic stuff. This is why I want to do something with it and practice with it. It seems quite easy to get on with in Astroneer. In Astroneer, sorry. Can you tell what game I was going to mention next? It seems a little bit more difficult to do on Astroneer, which is why I never got that, even though I had it explained to me like loads of times. Right, we want to set this to 25 and activate that. What is it doing? Why is it doing it that quickly? I thought it was meant to be 25 ticks. That seems like a quick 25 ticks to me. Holy crap, that's fast. And then again, why did this activate this side rather than the other one? Screw it, I don't need these. When this comes up this way, when this comes up this way, it should activate that switch and do that. Yeah? That's now activated. If we turn this around and send it back down, it'll turn this side off. Which is fair enough. It just leaves the track as is. Let me just take these off as well. We'll use these later. Then if we turn this one this way, it should come in. It should activate the switch, which turns the rail cart. Now, what happens if this cart comes up as well? Please don't break everything. So this cart comes up as well. It's going to activate the switch, but it can't do anything yet. Actually, it seems like it just broke everything. In the dude's video. After this one goes back past it, it should activate this one. 1 second. When it gets past this signal, it should flip this round the correct way. Yes, and then that one will keep moving. So we'll never have more than 2 trains on this track. And if we do this in reverse now, so if I just activate that one to come back this way, it's just going to crash into the edge of this. And it's going to sit and wait there until the other one comes back. Is it quicker flying? It's not, and we're wasting hydrazine. You're going to come back this way, you're going to go back down, and then the rail is going to switch the other way. Did any of this make any sense, guys? Be honest with me. So this gets past that rail signal down there. This one's going to activate and go that way. Yes. And then let's just have you go back the other way. So we're back to neutral. Hopefully I did it justice, which I'm pretty certain I didn't do. But like I say, if you want to see the actual tutorial that I followed, go to One Last Midnight's video on YouTube. It's Junction Automation, a helpful guide. It really has been quite helpful. It's just a shame I couldn't explain it better to you. But from learning this, I'm going to have this branch off towards the resin that we had set up before. I'm going to set another automation thing up there so we can bring it back towards here. And then we can have resin coming into the base automatically. My sulfur right down there is probably about run out. And you know what I need to do? I just need to adjust these rails again. Please put that back in. It's not put this back in. Oh Christ, what do we do? Right, we can set this up one more time. What's with the music? So, create segment there. It's not exactly the neatest. Create segment there. Yeah. We're coming from the left side, and again, I like to offset these. We're going to go there, we're going to go there, and we're going to go there. And then this is going to plug into the left one from the left side. This one is going to branch off from the left side and go there. Because that one's coming from the right side. It goes into the right one and the right one. Does it all make sense? Are we all following along? I need to take this cart off of here. Because that is not needed anymore. Let's put it back up with the other carts, I guess. I do think I'm going to have trains on these eventually. But again, I want to redo all of my storage at this point. And I want to do it so that everything can come in and everything can be sorted straight away. And then if we do land from a spaceship, it's not going to pick up things that I don't want it to pick up. I think I need to move this one a little bit closer, don't I? And that should automate that again. Right. Just for the purpose of it, we're going to go right down to the bottom here. And this is pretty stupid, to be fair with you. So I'm going to have to run all the way back up here. It's alright, I'll do that off camera. Yeah, we did go quite a ways down into the middle of the planet, didn't we? I really wanted to learn this because it means I can... I'm still falling. Because it means I can build, like, an automated base of a much bigger standard than what I've got at the minute. And like I said, down here, we've got this train station that curves around this way. The self-right is full up. Because this station is set up so that it's in loading mode, it loads stopped cars, and this hasn't had a change in its inventory. This sensor is literally looking to see if it's full or empty. It's still full, so nothing will have changed. If we just use the proximity thing, it's going to go back up. I mean, this is quite... Don't put that in my inventory, you swine. This is quite simple. That's on a self-right deposit. There's an arm that takes it from there to this. There's an arm that takes it from there to there. If I could have got the train station closer to this, we could have had one arm between it. It would have been loads easier. But yeah, that's going to go back up there, drop off more self-right, and clog up my system again. Anyway, next episode we're going back to the quests, because I don't think I want to do any more tutorials, if you'd like to call this a tutorial. And yes, this junction could have the same thing programmed in down here. Isn't that wonderful? Anyway, that's where we're leaving it for today's episode, so thank you very much for watching. If you've enjoyed the video, feel free to leave a like. Don't forget to subscribe if you'd like to see some more. All comments and feedback greatly appreciated, as always. And other than that, I'll see you guys next time. Cheers.